Alright. We should be back now. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happens, but it happens. Graphics card poop out all the time. Anyway, shall we continue?
Does Engelard or Alistair have anything to say about the scrolls?
Well, I imagine I've looked them over at some point.
Yeah, you guys both speak magic, so you can read what they say or cast them.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd like to know what they are, have you looked at the pictures? The pictures are relevant as well.
Yes. I imagine we would probably look them over together then.
Yeah.
Maybe while I'm getting treated or something like that, they can do that.
Yeah, in between the days of whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously got the Minotaur there.
So you've got the one scroll of expeditious retreat, right? Still.
Yep, I'd already gone through the expeditious retreat scroll, which I think was the.
That's the one with the wyvern on the front of it, right?
Yeah, it's the one with the wyvern on it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The others, I guess we'll be able to figure them out. There's one with an orb there. That's the.
Just this question: Did you guys hear the background music?
A little bit.
Very faintly.
It's not a big deal, man. It's not a big
Okay, I just had to be sure. If it was loud, then I would have said something.
Yeah.
Just want you to have all the tactical information, so make sure you know all the stuff you can do.
All right.
Huh.
Interesting. I'm just going to copy all this into a Word document for easier formatting.
Can I use an anthropology check to kind of discern anything about, like, who might have written the scrolls, or I don't know, age-wise or something like that? That's a bit dicey.
I'm going to say no on anthropology.
All right, that's understandable.
They're old. How about that?
I did not expect them from those scrolls, to be honest. I thought that would be plot, but that makes sense.
Yep.
In case anyone's watching, they're basically just like a bunch of.
The plot's more in the pictures, anyway.
Yeah, they're basically a lot of. I can actually post that link in the chat too. It's not going to be a big.
Yeah.
It's basically a lot of like spells and stuff, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Well, not really relevant to my character at all, but yeah.
Yeah, England and I both, were able to read Magicus, and so we kind of go through, and I'm able to discern that, one of the scrolls is a disarm scroll that teaches a spell that forces someone to drop their weapon, Shocking Grasp, which manipulates electricity, Wizard Lock, and Fool's Gold. So various
Fool's
spells.
Gold is gonna be fun to use. Make my armor shine brilliantly gold so I can walk into like a fucking shit.
All right, copper coins turned into gold. Brass into solid gold.
Over the next few days, Lady Ferga, maybe when you go back to see her, she has made as far as you can tell anyway, a herbalist salve of that will regenerate flesh.
Ooh, damn.
Oh, wait, what? Repeat that?
A kind of an herbalist salve that will regenerate flesh.
Ooh.
Yeah, Ferga's pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right.
She's
So
also fairly old and mysterious.
I look at her and I'm like, you really made something this powerful? This is fantastic.
Yes, I just had it lying around.
Oh. Well, what do you ask of it?
Just save the town.
I am going to do that regardless of whether you give me that salve or not. So do not worry about that.
So let's just slay the beast. Don't forget about old Lady Ferga.
Well, every time I walk, I won't forget about you. That's for damn sure.
Okay.
So I pour it all over my legs.
Yep. You do so. It doesn't happen immediately. It's going to take maybe a couple more days.
Fantastic.
But it will heal almost completely. It will still scar.
I'm not worried about scars.
Okay. So a few days pass. Still no sign of the wyvern. You haven't seen it. It's been about a week now.
Right. Well, what about the trackers?
And so there's been no evidence, from people who have been going out?
Well, so it's actually another thing. It's rained every day.
Interesting.
So I imagine it'd be
So
damn near.
I've got 6 days here. It's rained, and the temperature has been dropping
Hmm.
slowly. Yeah, so the scouts come back. They've found tracks and splintered bits of scales, but they haven't seen the creature.
And what about Oral? Has he recovered at all during these stages?
Um, no.
It's okay.
He's still kind of. He's stable, but he's still kind of in
He's
his.
in kind of a fugue state of conscious and unconscious. Yeah.
All right. Well. Yeah. I mean, I look around. I'm like, it doesn't seem to be worthwhile like barricading up the town anymore, especially if it's been a few weeks. I assume that whatever it's gone is either gone back to its home, or it's
Gone elsewhere.
Going elsewhere. Can we like maybe send a scout or two, like maybe one of the more nimble, more like fast-moving people up to the mountain to see whether or not he is back in his home?
Okay, that's fine.
Do we want to risk that person, or do we want to go out and do it ourselves? Because if they do encounter it, we might be able to,
Well, it's up. What do you guys want to do? We bring old John with us as well when we make this decision. So.
I don't know. Well, I don't know about bringing old John with us up there, but old John is definitely.
Well, yeah, he
I'd
can
say
help
he'd
with
be
the
part of it.
decision making.
Yeah, but we've done all we can here. You've given, the farmers a modicum of training.
Yeah.
This place is defended. The smaller wyverns definitely wouldn't be able to attack us as easily, and we do need to get back to that harvest. I'd say we could go back. Especially considering, Fergus been able to help you up. What about you?
So have my
Angela?
legs healed by this point, or
We'll say yes.
okay? So completely, like 100%
We've-
rejuvenated.
So no more penalties, but you're scarred.
All right, I'll put that
pre-
down
and
as a
pre-
character.
and presumably you've got pants again.
Presumably.
Yes, I'm sure I would have found better suited pants to me somewhere in the town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you've still
what
got
happens.
those.
What happens next?
I'm just gonna agree with them and say we've done all we can to help them.
I agree.
We need
I
to,
think we need to head back up there and see if we can find it ourselves. Maybe that's the best way of doing it.
All right. So,
We'll get going.
yeah.
Do we want to take anything in particular? Do we want to prepare maybe some items?
Ooh. Rations, for one.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Imagine we'd have rations still.
All right, so we'll stock up on rations again.
Before
Alright.
we left, maybe make a bit stronger bolts than I've been using. Like
Well,
I can always.
how do you make bolts exactly? Is it metal or is it wood?
It's still wood. They're still wooden bolts, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use different types of wood, like, I have some
Yeah.
hardwood that we were keeping here, as well as different types of, I don't know. We don't, there's not smithy capability, so you wouldn't be able to make different types of.
Well, I could theoretically take that 500.
You could just do some cold smithing stuff, just
Good technique.
just broaden the heads or whatever. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's not what it is. Improvised tools. I can maybe
Did you
take
take
something like that. Well,
To do what? To do what now?
Could I potentially take improvised tools to make some arrows or bolts? I guess.
Is the improvised tool your hammer? Are you just
Could
gonna
be.
get your lucerne and just smack these things into into broadhead bolts?
Well, I'd imagine it'd be like instead of using like a forge or like like a stone cut out of like bolt to make like the bolt parts of the arrows. I could potentially like maybe do it in the ground, like dig out like something very familiar and do like put the hot iron in there to make the arrowheads or something like that. Like there's Potentially things I could do like that.
I will. If you spend the XP for improvised tools, yes.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I'd spend the XP to do that.
Yeah.
So it basically says to use the professional at any time can spend 500 XP to use a non-weapon proficiency without the necessary tools or equipment.
Sure.
Through raw materials are still needed. The result is meddling quality, but it'll get the job done. So they're not going to be exceptional bolts. So, and this is one of those. Is this one of those things that I can use once per session, sort of thing?
That's the thing that that's a professional ability, so you can use that whenever you want.
Oh, so it's use
that's,
it once,
that's
and then it's like 500 XP every time.
That's you can use it at any, spend 500 XP at any time. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think it's worth it then, just to make some bolts. So,
right. He's got 98 of them also.
Oh, what are you complaining about, man? You got
no, I'm making stronger ones. I'm saying I'm making better ones because I imagine that I'd probably decide that the ones I have, well, they might be.
You just missed your shots, man. That's all it was. It wasn't anything to do with the quality of it.
Here's the thing. Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that yes, they'd be good enough for it. But I'm saying I'm trying to make some strong. I on my own, I'm really trying to make some stronger ones that would work even better.
Well, I'd need an actual smithery to make you something that could actually fly properly and true. So there's not much I can do for you here.
I mean, I'm trying to do it on my own, so... I mean, they wouldn't be that much stronger, it'd just be slightly more.
Maybe more like just kind of manipulating the bolts so that they will work against scales. You might not have, changing the way the fletching works or something like that to add spin so they can,
Yeah, so they can more easily maybe hurt the wyvern, just so it do a little more damage.
I don't know what you're expecting out of the bolts, though. I mean, it's.
I'm not expecting much.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not sure what. Unless you're trying to make like trick shots, the anything he could do would not make it cause more damage or go any farther than it needs to go.
And just to make you all in my head.
Yeah. It is. So you're about to go. It's the day before you're about to set back off up the mountain.
How many more rations would you say that we would be able to procure from just like regular food and stuff?
This is all farmland, so
we would be able to procure as we
get
go.
as much food as you want.
Well, can we say like maybe like 4 days worth of rations each, or is that too much?
Yeah, 4 days worth of food. Yeah, what kind of is it? Rations or is it food? Because food will spoil.
Well, can we get like maybe dried meats and some stuff like that?
Yeah, rations then. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine I'd have I still have all of my rations, so I'd have like 9 days of rations left of my own.
Sure.
Well, I only got like 1 day's worth of rations, so I'm gonna pump it up to 5 if you don't mind, and then I'll add an extra 4 weight to my thing. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple more.
So the day before you're about to go, it is actually raining harder than you've seen yet.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I still got my leather hat.
Is there like a cloak or something, like a traveling cloak that I can get to like protect from the rain?
You can kind of take your pick of things that are in other people's houses that they've abandoned for the time being.
Well, yeah, I'll grab maybe that, and maybe if I can, like a change of clothing if there's any left.
Yeah, please. Go ahead. You got it.
Oh, yeah. I guess through the few days, we would have had our clothes washed and whatnot.
Yeah, my clothes are looking pretty fucked up right now. I'm not gonna lie.
You got it.
Or your lack thereof.
Yeah.
So the people are kind of, you guys have been kind of complacent, you're not seeing much, nothing's really happening. The men are as well kind of doing the same. They're kind of missing their wives and whatnot. But it's on the day before you're about to leave when the young boy called Fumble basically runs up to Walzer and says, the beast is coming.
Really? You're shitting me.
Damn.
And he says it's flying in from the north.
I look to the north. Is it visible?
Yes, indeed, and it's like a speck in the distance. From the rain, you can't see much, but it's basically a dark shape that's flying, flapping its wings through the rain, and off in the distance, echoing off the kind of mountain, off the forest in the back.
All right. Well, is there like a town bell that we can ring or something like that?
Yeah, the church bell, definitely.
Yeah, we'll go and we'll ring that, and we'll let everyone. And You know, I want to sort of rile everyone up for combat if at all possible. Maybe through some sort of charisma check or something like that. I don't know. Like, so would you say?
Well, I mean,
I wouldn't like. It's hard to say. Maybe the person proficient in war can do something like that. What do you think?
And also the person that's also empathetic with everyone.
Yeah.
He's got military tactical advising. That kind of there's a leadership proficiency that is for commanding large numbers of or numbers of troops, numbers of combatants and stuff.
Yeah.
So they kind of they would probably follow Alistair the most since he's one of them. He's from there.
All right.
They know him.
Yeah.
Hand the mic over to Alistair.
Yeah. The Wyvern is kind of circling at this point.
Oh, how did it's flying? That means our defenses aren't very useful.
That's what I was like. I was looking around as we were building, and I'm like, I don't know if they're just gonna be useful. Yeah.
Well, I mean, when we last saw it, it didn't look like it would fly. So.
Yeah, true that. Yeah. So do you want to give us a motivational speech there, Alistair?
Does "don't die" count?
Oh my god. Can I sense motive to see? Can I just kind of feel how everybody is at that moment is feeling, knowing that
your empathy would tell you that the people aren't scared.
All right, we need something to change that terror.
7 or 8 of them have ranged weapons, and they don't know what to do. They need guidance.
Yeah, we're gonna need to whip them up. At the very least, if
here's what I want to do.
All right,
if Luke,
I'll
okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll kind of like stand up, and I'm just like the bells ringing, so everyone's around. I'm just like, it's just like, well, yep, here it comes. Remember, it's strong, it's fast, but this man here, and I'll firmly slap my hand onto Walls' shoulder. It's like, this man here was able to make it back off with nothing but a yell. And he's not even from Wyvern Falls. You people are the toughest I've ever known. And if this man can back the dragon off, I can only imagine that all of us here will be able to send it running. All right, so like we discussed, all of you who have weapons that reach far, bows and whatnot, up to the church tower, if you please. Everyone else, we'll head to the north exit and stay together and remember as what Walzer has taught you.
It says they all kind of clap their hands and go, hoorah.
Yeah, they've got their various fun implements.
Can I tell that they got less scared or?
Yep, they feel inspired by that speech. Maybe on a charisma check though, Alistair.
Alrighty.
You're like.
Why did you do that? Why did it have to come down to a check? Oh, okay, come on, please.
Hey.
My charisma is 9.
All right. Yes. So the men feel inspired. The ones with ranged weapons go up to the tower, and what do you want with the rest of them?
I think you said go to the north gate.
Go to the north gate. That's fine.
Graham, here's something that I want to try and do. Like, how loud do you think Walls will be able to yell?
Over the rain, not very.
Okay, well maybe I won't attempt it then. But what I want to try and do, I want to try and taunt the Wyvern down if at all possible.
Walzer, by the way, not Walzer, fuck. Inglard is, by the way, is going to go with everybody else who has ranged weapons.
Okay.
Cool.
And probably have to sort of just, I don't know, help them coordinate where to shoot.
I guess maybe if the little kid is with you, maybe you can take him as well to like reload crossbows and something like that.
He's not.
No.
Fumbles put away. He doesn't want to.
Oh, you mean Fumble, not Charlie?
Yeah, Fumble, yeah.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, because, we're going to be bashing some skulls, so, yeah.
Yeah.
So, ideally, I'd love to be able to taunt this thing and have it focus on me if at all possible.
Okay, so what do? You kind of stride out to the middle of the road?
Yeah, so when everyone's sort of, moving up, I sort of jaunter down ahead of them and then
I follow you.
yeah, I want to scream up at the wyvern, and I want to say, "You remember me, you fucking ugly cunt of a thing? I'm here. Come get me."
I will use. What's the range of my cantrip? Like, is it directly above, overhead, or is it still a fair way away?
Well, as a matter of fact, when it sees Walzer striding intimidatingly up down the road towards it, it will kind of about face its circular pattern and will dive to the ground, and it will land not about 10 feet from where Walzer is, and it will land on the ground with a big thud, and then it will roar at him.
And I will roar back.
Okay, go ahead and everybody roll initiative.
Alrighty. I like this. This is exactly what I wanted to happen.
D20 plus 7. If I
Hey,
recall
that's pretty
correctly.
good for me, man. 13, not bad. Hey, damn! You are the fastest person on the planet.
I actually was prepared this time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have all the men go at the same time.
Alright.
They're gonna go on 17.
Do they have, like, individual health, or are you giving them, like, a mob health? Like, how is that working?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I won't give
All
them
right,
my
so-
secrets.
Okay, so we've got 40 men. We'll say 10 of which have ranged weapons on the roof. Okay.
Right.
And then the other 30 are at the north gate. Do you want them to be around Walzer or kind of hidden, maybe behind buildings? I mean, they're not going to be able to do much all the way over there.
What we I know that depends on the person who's got the tactics going on. I suppose Engelhard can kind of
Yeah.
direct everything.
Engelhard, it'd probably be best for them to be hiding, maybe behind the church building or amongst the pews or something, and kind of come out whenever it's landed. And try to. Do you want to have them your guys try to aim at the wings to try and ground it?
Yes.
Okay, I would think you would know that from
Yeah.
tactical advising.
Since I saw it flying and our defense is mostly only working against if it's on the ground, it's probably best to keep it on the ground if we can. So aim for the wings.
Okay, you got it. So the first thing that happens is Engelhard will go.
Yeah.
Actually, Engelhard, I'm gonna have the archers go on your initiative. And I'm gonna have the foot soldiers go on Walzer's initiative.
Right.
Okay. That's fairly reasonable.
Yep. So when I fire, they fire.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna try to motion to all of them to aim at the wing. I'm gonna motion all of them and aim at the wings and take up aim, and let's fire.
Yeah, go and give me 11 attack rolls.
Oh, 11.
Yeah.
Just
All right, I'm just.
roll 11 d20. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
so that's gonna be so the first one. We'll say the first one's you.
Yeah.
So
It's
that's
so-
gonna be
Wow, some dude got a 1. Oh man.
So one guy's crossbow jams. 2 of the shots hit the wing where they're aiming for. The other two 14s will also hit the wings, or not the wings, but they'll hit the body. And I want you to roll for me then. Go and roll me 4d2.
All right.
All right, that's on the wing. There we go. So the crossbow bolts, 2 of them will go in we'll say the right wing. All 4 of them hit the right wing. Piercing versus monster wing. Here we go. Not enough to ground it exactly. So all the bolts basically went through the membrane
Right.
and landed through the other side. Okay, so you're peppering it with shots. The next thing that happens is Walzer.
Okay, so does the dragon like react at all to being shot? Oh, the wyvern.
Yeah, it will. It will kind of reel back, but it will act on its turn.
Okay. And I want to sort of so I take out my Lucerne and I scream up at it. You got bigger things to worry about than those archers. And then I want to sprint in. Let's see. I got a stunt here that
Charge.
maybe
Do you want the men to follow you?
Maybe they can attack like the moment after I do my attack, so that I can make sure that his focus is on me.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a drink quickly.
Yeah.
There's There's a bolt of lightning in the distance.
Okay. Alright, this is interesting. Okay. I'm just trying to see if I can maybe use something like crucial advice or maybe even act together to like help out in some way. Because I'm trying to think of like a way that maybe me landing an attack or something like that will inspire the other guys to attack harder or something. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say, but I want to make sure that I'm using a stunt to make that happen rather than just saying that I want it to happen.
Okay.
What would you suggest?
As far as stunts go for
Yeah, I got they act together, and then there's which is like every time an ally gets a bonus attack or a movement from a stunt, you can expend.
They won't be getting any of that.
Yeah, so maybe crucial advice. An ally within 25 feet of you can see or hear and make a skill check.
Yeah, but those aren't anything attacks. Won't be skills.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Okay, then I'll just do a normal attack then, and it's +1 still, right? Because
For just your hammer, yeah.
Yeah. Damn it.
All right. Now you're you come up to attack it. It hops back a little bit. It seems a lot more dexterous and more muscled than it was last time you saw it.
You look a little fatter.
And then the men go.
Yeah. Like
What
right
do they
after.
do? There's only room for about 6 of them around hit the wyvern at one time.
All right, so I want to yell out it. Attack the base of the tail if possible.
Okay. So give me 6 attack rolls on the tail.
Okay.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
That's just the one crit will hit. But go ahead and give me 1d6 and we'll double the damage.
The AC is 14.
Hey, 10 damage.
All right.
That's
Oh
not
yeah,
bad.
10 on the. We'll call that maybe that was a gardening hoe.
Yeah.
damn.
Expertly
on the-
sharpened, I might add, by me.
Yep. 10 on the tail. Oh man, so the gardening hoe, he was the one on the end, and when he sliced through, he got just like the weakest part of the tail, which is where the poison sac is,
Yeah.
and
Damn.
the hoe goes straight through the tail, cuts the
Nice.
blade off, cuts the poison sac, it explodes on the ground. The wyvern howls in terror and pain.
I want to try, if possible, to laugh as loud as he's howling.
Well, you don't, if that helps.
All right, and also, okay, yeah, go on, yeah, sorry, yep.
The wyvern will, at that point, leap at Walzer with its claws out, and it will attempt to grab him,
All right.
basically leaping on top of him in anger. What's your armor class, Walzer?
Well, I
I have
did
9.
get.
I have 9.
Yeah, I think it's 9 because I got that armor piece for my chest. So.
Wait.
Yeah, 9. The wyvern will basically. He's gonna leap on top of you. You leap out of the way to the side, straight off to the side. It lands where you were, and then it's Alistair next.
Alrighty, I'm.
Make it levitate. No.
I'm a little bit slow on this time.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to grab. Look around. Just gonna do like a little bit of a retcon thing here. That there's going to be like bags of grain that have been put around. I'm going to grab one of the bags of grain and then just kind of like. Slit it open with the small knife that I have, and then like throw it over to where the wyvern is, kind of thing, like scattering the seeds all around the wyvern's feet.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, what's he
All right.
doing?
Can I still do something?
Go ahead and make an attack roll to see if all that lands around him.
All right.
Oh boy.
So what would it be based against? Oh, just an attack roll, I guess. So, yeah.
All right. So just a straight up
D20.
It's gonna be easier because he's a big target. 10's enough. Yeah, you're gonna get around him. All right. Also around
All right.
some of the men that are milling about him, as well as Walzer.
Okay.